So I remember there was a board meeting in which she said the FBI was on you. And
sick of it. Trustee House, you've been picked up by the feds, right? The FBI got you at the U.S. Bank building, right? They came and seized your computer and everything, right? But you won't tell the people that. Y'all don't tell the people nothing, but yet y'all point the finger. Don't get me started.
And they had raided your house and took your computer and tell the truth. What's up with that? Did that happen? Are you under FBI surveillance?
No, and I thank you for that opportunity to talk about this and everything else. No, that never happened. I was never picked up. My computer was never taken. I'll tell you what the offbeat, or what she's trying to allude to on that matter is that many years ago I took a job working for a gentleman that was my mentor and my friend, because I've been in the finance industry for many years now, for virtually my entire career. And then ultimately the gentleman ended up having an investigation performed where there was a search warrant served on his home as well as his business, and it's trying to connect me to that person. And I say that at this moment that he's been deceased for 4 years. So that she's trying to draw some kind of connection that really doesn't exist. It's untruthful. I was never picked up. I was never taken anywhere. And that's why I reminded the residents at the last meeting, there's only one person on the board that has a mugshot.
That's cold.
Yeah, well,
Good evening to you. The mayor locking the trustees out of Village Hall tonight, forcing them to have a meeting out in the parking lot, all of which has Dolton residents shaking their heads in disbelief.
We had a quorum, we had the clerk, and we had our board meeting outside.
Why the pushback on her part, you think?
Well, there's things on the agenda that she doesn't want us.
Erica and Joe, Tiffany Henyard likes to tell people, quote, "Let me educate you on how this works." Well, tonight you can say she was schooled on how the Democratic caucus works right here in Dolton Township. You can also say that she flunked out because her name is not appearing on the ballot. Folks lined up early and in the cold for the Dolton Township Democratic Caucus. Everyone outside and those inside the auditorium were here to vote on who will be the Democratic nominees in the township, including the coveted supervisor position. And Tuesday night's caucus left the current supervisor, Tiffany Henyard, fuming.
You didn't run none of this the right way. Illegal. Napoleon.
That's Henyard pleading her case to committee man, state senator.
Well, just like I told you, if you want the tea, get it from me. If you want the tea, get it from me.
Do me a favor, tell the mayor just come holler at us.
And it's three
It's
people.
too damn cold. She said come get the tea from her. Who raised this hoe?
And it's three
It's
people.
too damn cold. She said come get the tea from her. Who raised this hoe? My mama didn't raise her because my mama a God-fearing woman that wouldn't cover up a sexual assault. It must be you. You gotta be proud. She stole her way to get you a new driveway.
And I'm calm.
Now, if you don't want me out here, don't engage. Because I'll be respectful as you are, but you can't speak to me and I not speak back.
That's right. Absolutely.
Your daughter ought to be, you ought to be ashamed.
Go in the house and stop and tagging that.
About my mama. My mama wouldn't.
Mayor Tiffany Henyard wasn't in the meeting to hear those calls. Hours before, she posted on social media saying it was canceled, citing, quote, credible threats made against multiple officials recently.
The Board of Trustees had not received any evidence of a credible threat.
That's why senior trustee Jason House says they went forward with the meeting. The only thing they were aware of were plans to hold a peace.
We are trusting you to take this garbage and make it into something that Dolton can be proud of.
In the words of Dee Snider and Twisted Sister, we ain't gonna take it anymore.
Mayor Tiffany.
Say what? I'm a private investigator. I've got some books that says Super Mayor. Inside I have from the United States District Court, Northern District of Illinois, Pyro Nyson Jr., to you as both personal and in your role as mayor. Okay.
How y'all doing? Ain't no stopping us now. And as it relates to the referendum question, the thing that the gentleman spoke about, it's a shame that people are so brainwashed, hoodwinked, and led astray that they will sit here and say, oh, I'm glad we voted down. That's a shame. I feel bad for you. You should be ashamed that you are sitting here commending something that we need for our black and brown communities. When you guys come here to Thornton Township, you ask me to help you.
Ta-da! Ta-da!
Done some digging and we've found out who those unfamiliar faces are. They're both criminal defense attorneys that have been hired by the mayor.
Okay, you out of order. You need to remove her. Remove her.
Another wild night at the Dolton Village Board, with a handful of residents being ejected for shouting at the mayor, who also continues to do battle with the majority of the village trustees.
People that say things about me, I want you to prove it. Because, like I said, fact versus fiction.
So you got us into this mess, and now we're trying to salvage what we can to get out.
Sitting at the mayor's side in a place usually reserved for the village attorneys, two unfamiliar faces. This is Chicago federal criminal defense attorney Bo Brindley, along with his law partner Ed McDavid. The website for Brindley's law firm says results matter, aggressive criminal defense. The two criminal lawyers sat next to Henyard the entire meeting and even went into the board's closed executive session. Henyard is at the center of an ongoing FBI corruption investigation.
The village of Dolton is more than $3.5 million in the hole. Mayor Tiffany Henyard is accused of misusing money, and today she's nowhere to be found.
Tara Molina spent the day in Dolton following the investigation into Henyard's spending. Tara?
Jim and Marie, former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot is the special investigator in this case. And like we first told you last night, not only did she find the village of Dolton is in significant debt, but she also found the village's credit card spending is out of control. Mayor Tiffany Henyard didn't respond to any of my requests today, and I'm told she's not in the building.
I'm basically fighting against the devil, the evil spirits. I'm the good spirit, they the evil spirit, because I never see nobody try to tear down people this much. We in the news every single day. Y'all, if y'all ain't got it, y'all don't know what to tell you. I am a black single parent, and I get beat up on every day because y'all want what Frank Zuccarelli had. He been here for 30 years. 30 years, I ain't see y'all question none. I ain't see y'all show up. I ain't see y'all make no noise about nothing that been going on in this township. It's a lot. But no one said nothing. Everybody was sitting on mute. But now, all of a sudden, everybody got something to say. Why? Because the person, the little engine that could got the seat. The one y'all didn't see coming got the seat. Hey guys, this is Super Mayor Tiffany A. Henyard, the People's Mayor. So, you guys doing a lot of snitching, and y'all went and got my site shut down. My Tiffany on the Move podcast. Tiffany Henyard on the Move podcast. Well, it's said that when truth speaks, everybody gets scared and everybody gets the running. Well, just like I told you, if you want the tea, get it from me. And if you want to check me out, because I got other platforms, go to Spotify, and that way you'll see Tiffany Henyard on the Move podcast. Yeah.
For mayor underneath, but a few weeks ago, this happened.
Yeah, they basically taking down my signs. Yeah,
Workers with Liberty Flag and Banner were removing Henyard's signs, hired to do so, we are told, by a majority of trustees. Henyard wasn't happy. This is body cam footage from an officer called to the scene that day.
Who gave y'all the order to take the sign down? How y'all getting paid? Oh, okay. They're our sons, but you know, they're my sons, so why are you taking them?
So how many have they already taken down?
They took all of them. Press charges on Keith, just so you know, you might have to write a report for me. Press charges on him, and they just in the middle of it, but if I got to press charges on them too, because they taking government property down. I didn't give that order.
Very overwhelming. At first it was like it was just me by myself. And a year later for me to see y'all standing with me here for thank you so much, Mom. This means so much to me.
Happening tonight in the south suburbs, the woman who owns a Dolton home that she leased to Mayor Tiffany Henyard has filed eviction papers. She says Henyard has not paid her rent, and now she wants her out. NBC5's Regina Waldrop with the story.
We talked to Tiffany Henyard's landlord, and she says she came to this Thornton Township meeting Tuesday night hoping to get paid what she says she's owed.
We do not have a quorum, so we will not be having a board meeting this evening.
With Thornton Township's board meeting canceled, Janetta Hull will have to find another way to serve an eviction notice to Supervisor Tiffany Henyard, also Dolton's mayor.
So now I have to pay a special process server in order to get them served, which is more fees for me.
Hull says she leaves.
I got the news that you can use. I know you guys was waiting on this epic moment, you know, because everybody keep asking me to produce the receipts. And I'm about to do just that, because I'm about to tell it like it is. My name is Tiffany. Tell it. I got the news. Tell it about corruption. Tell it. The board of trustees. Tell it. Hey, I'm about to tell it like it is. Tell it. You know I gotta give y'all love. So I am asking again the board to support $600,000 coming to our community to build up our community. Well, why would we not support that? Every time we put in a grant, you want to know that we put it in, but we're working. And I don't mind you guys knowing it if you guys will work with me and stop working against me. That's all I've asked this board to ever do. So I'm asking again, can you please support the grant for the $600,000 so we can give them the resolution so we can receive the money for the kids district? It's called the Raw.
Trustee House?
No.
Trustee Norwood?
No.
Trustee Steve?
No.
Trustee Holmes?
Aye.
Trustee Belcher?
No. You know, and I say it all the time, I won my seat by 82%. Know this, I am gonna come through on a landslide just like Trump did. Know that I will be victorious in the upcoming election in February of 2025. So I want to put that out there since y'all keep talking about elections at a board meeting. But I want to make sure you understand that I am coming for everyone that defamed my name, that got up here and lied on me, or just said something to the mic that's not truthful. So understand that us as politicians, because I'm gonna tell y'all we don't have rights, we have rights as well. So I just want to put that out there. The Board of Trustees have been up to no good. I have before you proof that they have been taking your money.
For much of the time that's being discussed, she's being illegally kept from knowing what's going on with the money. Now that seems like it would be important. That's the truth. But Lori Lightfoot did not mention that. Jason House, a current member of the Board of Trustees, was not a signer on the bank account at all. And yet, he has repeatedly signed checks without authority. That's a fact. It's documented. He's spending thousands and thousands of the village's dollars without authority from the bank. He's committing bank fraud. He's committing check fraud. She's proved it in documents. There's matters pending in court. He's been told to stop doing it, and he does it again and again.
How y'all allow him to convince y'all to put him on the bank account when he is in trouble or has been in trouble with the feds. So if y'all follow up with everything going on in the community, y'all will understand what's going on. And these are facts. This is stuff people mess up money all day long. I keep telling y'all. So what I'm saying is y'all allow this man to go on the bank account. Y'all didn't do any of your research, your homework. Y'all didn't do nothing. But I guess it's good, huh? Because everybody got their hand in the cookie jar. So all I'm saying to you is all I try to do is protect the residents, speak out, tell y'all what's going on. I've done nothing wrong. I never do anything wrong because I grew here, as I always say. The rest of them flew here. Tell the people what the feds got you for them. Why was they at the healthcare custodian
which you worked at, and you was over the bank account, over right here at the U.S. Bank, and they walked you out, took your computer, seized your stuff. Talk to him then. You want to tell them? Talk to him. Tell the people. Talk to him. They right here. Right, exactly. He not going to tell his stuff, but I know his stuff, so.
Former Mayor Lightfoot didn't have any concern about that either. Why? The Board of Trustees are defrauding the people at all.
Have to twist anything. On February 11th of 2025, this year, they did a wire transfer of $100,000. Do you hear me? $100,000 to their attorneys, OMFM, which is Oderson, Murphy, Frazier, and McGrath. That's the legal law firm that represents the Board of Trustees. They paid them $100,000 on the 11th, right before election time. Not handle anything as relates to with credit cards. As you heard me speak today in my board meeting about, I do not handle that.
Some of those charges are for you, though.
No, sir.
You didn't go to Las Vegas? What is that?
No comment.
You don't know if you were in Las Vegas?
Of course I do.
Were you?
It's not paid by them.
Did you fly first class to Las Vegas?
Any other questions?
He's brought in former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot, who found Henyard and her henchmen intentionally hid their spending.
If you hear this is fake news, it's not real, no. This is real.
Her closing argument to voters came in the form of a music video.
They put me in office and treat me like it's illegal to feed the people, to feed the people. I gave back to communities and cleaned the streets up. I'm starving the board, I'm feeding the people. They put me in office and treat me like it's illegal. Hey guys!
She wants residents to focus on her food giveaways, community events, and a skating rink she built.
Y'all know that I love y'all. And there ain't nothing y'all can do about it.
But it was this scene at a recent meeting when the self-proclaimed supermayor and her boyfriend physically fought their critics that's a reminder Henyard's reign has been far different from what she promised Dolton voters 4 years ago.
Our administration will be one of transparency, accountability, and compassion.